last night's my horror night.
Welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield. And summer is slowly gaining on us. It's going to be here before we know it, and there's certain things you got to look out for. So on this episode, we're going to be talking about 10 of awesomeness, 10 nature horror movies. These movies are in no particular order. It's just volume 1 of amazing nature horror. Now, what I say about nature horror is things that exist in nature today. It has to start off as a regular animal, creature, insect, whatever you want to say. Excuse me. But first movie I'm going to talk about, Arachnophobia. This is a cool movie from the early 90s starring the amazing Jeff Daniels, the awesome John Goodman, and it was directed by Frank Marshall. Really cool, eerie spider movie. Next is a found footage. Damn it to hell. And it's going to be The Bay. This is a cool movie directed by Barry Levinson. It came out in 2012. It is a similar eerie movie. It has something to do with whatever it is in the ocean. It takes place in Cape Cod, I think it is, Maryland, something like that. It's a parasite that infects all kind of people, and it's very cool. Check this one out. Next, which actually fell, is going to be The Roost. A really fun movie by Ty West. Something to do with some genetically enhanced bats. Pretty cool. If anybody watching who's important when it comes to the Blu-ray transfers, please give us a Blu-ray because The Roost has some issue. I bought 3 copies of this movie. Every time the disc hits oxygen, it gets some kind of weird funk on the back of it. So please, give us a Blu-ray release of The Roost. Continuing. William Shatner's Kingdom of the Spiders. This is a fun movie from the 70s. It's similar to Arachnophobia. Spiders going around killing people. They killed a dude in a little crop duster, so that's pretty cool. William Shatner is always fun. So continuing with 70s greatness, we have Grizzly, one of the biggest rip-offs of Jaws. It came out in 1976, which Jaws was 1975, a year before that. Starring Christopher George. Fun Grizzly movie. There's not much I could say about it. If you want to watch Grizzly 2, it's kind of a piece of shit because it was never really finished. And that's what really fucked it up. But it was the story of George Clooney, Laura Dern, and Charlie Sheen. But Grizzly's pretty cool. Takes place in National Forest, National Park. And they got this 18-foot grizzly that's going around killing people. So it's always fun. All right, this is going to be the oldest movie on the list, and we're talking about Earth versus the Spider, also known as The Spider, which came out in 1958, directed by Burt L. Gordon, or Burt I. Gordon. And this is a cool movie. It has something to do with outer space, and it hit a spider, and the spider grows and kills all kind of teens, and it's really fun. All right, early 80s goodness is going to be Alligator, directed by Louis Teague, starring the late Robert Forster. May you rest in peace. This one came out in 1980. It was another somewhat ripoff of Jaws, but this is really fun. This and the sequel is currently streaming on Shudder. So check this one out. Really cool. It plays up the urban legend of alligators in the sewer. And it kills that weird dude from Carrie, who was, I think he was like the assistant principal or whatever, and he was also in The Unseen. So, yeah, fuck that guy. Not the actor, just the characters. So, we're continuing the train with the alligators, and we're going to be doing Lake Placid, which is actually a crocodile movie. This was pretty cool, directed by Steve Miner, who did both Friday the 13th 2 and 3, and he did Halloween H2O. Good movie with Bill Pullman, Oliver Platt, and Bridget Fonda. This one's really fun. Betty White's also in that movie. She's another one who, may she rest in peace. All right, another piece of cheesy 90s goodness is going to be Strays. Kathleen Quinlan and Timothy Busfield. They pretty much buy this house that has some weird stray cats. They're super evil and they like to kill. And it's pretty cool. It's not a bad 90s direct video horror movie. I've seen it on the Sci-Fi Channel a long time ago. So we're going back to the 70s in 1979, I believe, and there's going to be another bear-related movie, and it's going to be Prophecy, starring Tyler Shire, who was Adrian from the Rocky movies, and Robert Foxworth, Armani Hassan, and you might recognize some other people from this movie, but this one's pretty cool. This one scared the shit out of me as a kid. It's about a mutated bear, kind of like Man Bear Pig, but not really. It has something to do with this timber company that's polluting the local lake with mercury, and you got like tadpoles and shit that's turning huge, and you got this big ass grizzly bear that's all fucked up that's killing people horrifically. I know a lot of people talk shit about how the bear looked today, but back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s when I watched this movie, it was kind of frightening as hell. So, Prophecy. Check this one out. So, Volume 1, Amazing Nature Horror Movies. Summer's coming. Be careful. Go out. Try not to be nowhere where it's polluted. And they got grizzly bears, sharks, alligators. Just stay home. So, I'm Bud Haddonfield. Thank you for tuning in to the Last Video Store. Hope you all have a great day. Like and subscribe if you haven't. If there's a certain movie that you want me to cover, just drop me a comment, and I'll discover the movie with you, review it, and name drop you. Thank you for everything. I do this for you guys. You have a nice day.